Was that a lawful request?
Yes.
What law am I breaking by being here?
You're filming car parks, cars in this car park.
And what law is that? What law is that breaking?
Trespass, you need to leave.
And what is trespass a criminal matter? Is it? Is that a criminal offence?
That's the million-pound question. What law am I breaking? In the UK, the police cannot just demand your details or tell you to move along simply because they feel uncomfortable. They need proper legal grounds. Trespass is not a criminal matter. That's the key difference many officers often miss. Police do not automatically have the power to arrest for civil trespass. They can only step in if it turns into something more serious, like aggravated trespass. But none of that applies here. The officer cannot explain any lawful power, yet she still insists. Do not let yourself be bullied or confused about your rights. My UK Rights Guide explains in simple words what the law really says and how to handle police encounters with confidence. Link in the description.
See, it's funny because when you think I'm doing something illegal, you come and accost me, but you were too busy to deal with these sorts of things 2 minutes ago when I reported an officer committing offences.
I can't deal. If an officer has committed an offence, I can't deal with that. It's not on my level. It needs to go to a sergeant or higher up or our PSD.
Well, so why don't you take the details, report it to a sergeant, but you're quite happy to come and accost me, but you can't deal with matters?
In the reception.
I don't want to go into the reception. I'm quite happy here.
If you want to discuss it, if you want someone to listen.
I don't want to discuss it. I've discussed it. I walked away after they left. Walked away. We've left it. That's it. She's followed me and accosted me after we've had that discussion in a public area.
This is a private car park.
Right? Yeah, for vehicles. I walked through a footpath that had no signage, nothing, saying no public access. It says no public right-of-way on the road sign for vehicles. A right-of-way applies to roads, not to pedestrian footpaths. There is a pedestrian footpath, no obstructions, no signage. This is a public area. Whether it's private or public property, it's a public area.
The auditor is absolutely right. If there are no signs, no restricted access notices, no staff-only warnings, not even a painted line, then under UK law the public can reasonably assume they are allowed to walk through. This is called implied right of access. At worst, it could be classed as a civil trespass. And as we know, civil trespass is a matter between the landowner and the individual, not the police.
There's a difference.
What do you want to do? What do you want to gain?
Be left alone.
Okay, but because that's
Who are you two? Sorry, you've come in and joined the conversation. Sorry?
No problem, police officers.
And what's your name and badge number?
89.
89?
Yeah.
DC, PC, DS?
89.
PC, 89. And yourself?
I'm DC 424.
DC 424. And you're both based here? Yeah.
But we're just saying, if you want, we can go over there, but we're just saying this is private property. This is a police car park.
Okay.
It's private property. So if you want to come back over there, by all means, we can go and try and sort out whatever your complaint is, but it's having it in our private property.
Okay.
We're not going to have that. So if you want to come over to the bit, the foyer, no problems at all. We can go and have a chat over there.
But the foyer is private property as well.
Yeah, you can gain access.
I can gain access to this. We've just been through that. We've just been through this. There's nothing for pedestrians. Why not?
Because it's a secure, and it could be, you could pose a security.
Well, it's not secure, is it? If I've just managed to walk in here, it's not secure, is it?
All right.
You say
What's
secure,
your
but it's not.
purpose for being on this car park? Because our concern is
I'm making a video.
It's a security breach that we're concerned about. So we're happy to talk to you, but while you're here, we've got concerns about security breaches.
Here's where things start to get weak. The officer claims the auditor could be a security risk. But security is not based on feelings. It is based on real facts. If this place was truly restricted, there would be gates, fences, or keycard doors. The fact that anyone can walk straight and shows poor security planning by the police, not a reason to intimidate the public.
Okay. Do you have a warrant card or an ID card or something? You've given a call number.
I've told you my colour.
Thank you. Yeah. But your plane's closed, so I just want to see your warrant card as well.
So I'm willing to listen to you. We're both willing to listen to you and hear what you have to say. But
No, because you're just going to fob me off with the same stuff that the two PCs have.
Private car park.
Okay. So I'll give you a quick synopsis.
Over here, please, because we're not.
If a police, so you're a DC, so you're a ranking officer.
No, we're all the same rank.
You just said DC.
Yeah. This is all
That's
constable.
detective constable.
Yeah.
Is that not a higher rank than a police
No, it's
constable? Is it not? Okay, it's just a different area. In that case, then I don't want to talk. Then don't worry. I'll talk to a sergeant if you get me a sergeant.
We've got a sign to say it's gated for a reason.
Okay. So you see the no entry signs and that one. Like I said, private property, no public right of way. As we discussed, what right of way is not public access. A right of way is relevant to roads. That's what a right of way is. A public right of way is a public road that people can access with a vehicle. As you can tell, I'm not in a vehicle. I'm not in a vehicle. If it's secure, right? So as you can see there.
I'm not going through it all with you.
Well,
You're going to try and do the whole. Oh, I know this legislation. I know that. I'm not really that fussed. I've just asked you to leave politely.
And I've declined. Yeah. Cool.
I just don't really see the point in you being here. Like I don't know.
I don't see the point in you being here either. But there we go.
Right, this is my job.
It's my job. I'm at work.
It's my working place.
Yeah, it's my place. This is my place of work right now as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Thank you. See, sensible. The most sensible person so far. Are you a sergeant?
Yeah, I am. For my
Thank you. Finally. Right. Okay. Well, we'll move away from the PCs because.
Are we already standing over there so the cars can move around?
Oh well, the cars can move around. I mean, where's the car going to move? Here. It's fine. We've got plenty of room.
Just asking where you stand
We've got
over
plenty of room. I just want to move away from the PCs. To be honest, I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them. So if you can come with me and if you want to talk to me away from the others, that's fine.
What I'm saying, sir, is there's operational police vehicles just moving here.
That's fine. I'm quite conscious of the road. I've managed this
many.
many.
Conversation with you, but can we just do it there?
I've managed this many years.
I'll tell you what. After we finish talking, you want to stand back here for a second. Can we just talk over there?
I'll tell you what.
I'm not trying to be difficult.
We can talk on the path here.
My name's Pete. What's your name?
Pete.
Yes.
Are your collar number Pete?
My name's DS 1446 Pete McGill.
DS 1446.
Yes.
Lovely. Thank you.
Thank you. Enter Detective Sergeant Pete McGill. And instantly the tone changes. Unlike the earlier officers, McGill listens. He admits there is confusion about signage and public access. He treats the auditor with respect and calmly explains the difference between civil and criminal matters. You will notice the tension drop immediately. This is a perfect example of de-escalation and lawful conduct. Miguel is smart enough to avoid pointless conflict and possible liability. Public trust grows when police show both competence and courtesy. Get ready, because this part is very refreshing.
What's going on then? How can I help?
Well, literally arrived and witnessed a police constable straight away. First thing, as soon as I get here, parked on the roundabout,
right,
on the double yellows, engine on, idling, on his mobile phone.
Right.
So I go and approach.
Yeah.
He winds his window. So I ask him quite bluntly. I say, "Afternoon. Is there a reason you're parked on double yellows with your engine on your mobile phone?"
Yeah.
He says, "I'm doing work. I'm waiting for a prisoner to come out." And I said, "Okay." I said, "Are you on the phone to emergency services?"
Yeah.
"Are you paying at a drive-through?"
Okay.
No, just rolls his window up.
Right, okay, so you're saying you've seen an officer there, they've been sat there idling it, right?
Yeah, so idling's an offence, idling your vehicle. Being on your phone with the engine on, unless you're on the phone to 999, or paying at a drive-through, those are the exceptions to the new legislation.
Yeah.
Both offences.
Yeah.
And obviously parked on double yellows.
Notice how Sergeant McGill does not interrupt. He does not make guesses or jump to conclusions. The auditor is giving a real-time account of possible misconduct, without people observing and reporting. Small issues like idling on double yellows or misusing phones can easily go unnoticed. This is why audits are so important. They keep transparency alive and remind us that even small actions by officers must follow the law.
So did you introduce yourself?
I didn't know, and I'm not. No.
What name would you like me to refer to you as? You don't have to give your name at all. But
you can call me Sir or Power. You can call me Power. Yeah.
Power?
Yeah. Let's go with Power. Yeah.
I'll go with Sir because Power just. I
didn't think you'd like it. That's why I said it. That's why I gave it as an option. I didn't think you would.
Mr. Power. Does that sound right to you?
Mr. Power. That'd
go
be.
Mr. Power.
No, my ego's not that big. Don't worry.
Well, you've got yourself Power. You can have a little one. Right, okay. Basically, mate, you are absolutely entitled to film any vehicles you want around here.
Yep.
Not a problem. You have, if officers want to speak to officers, that's not an issue.
Yep.
The other thing I'd say is this area of the car is a private car park.
It is. Yep.
So if you wanted to literally step on that pavement there and film my officers, film the cars, there's not an issue whatsoever.
So that's fine. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So the discussion I was trying to have with them, or trying to tell them, right? So they're saying it's secure, it's restricted. You got the gates and all of that. I said, and that sign up there says private property, no public right of way. A right of way is a public road. Right, it's not a public pavement. A right of way is a.
This is a private.
Yes, okay, but I'm getting to that bit. Okay, bear with me. So yes, it's private, but in a private premises, you can still have a public area. A public area does not define whether it's public property or not.
A public area.
Okay, so
So, but you're wanting to check.
No. So as I've walked up towards the reception area, and then I've literally walked through here.
Yeah.
No signage for pedestrians saying private property, no public access.
You know
that would be the key.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, it is private property. Until I was asked to leave.
Yeah.
It's publicly accessible. It's still public area. It's still a public area. It's still publicly accessible. The only thing is, you have the right to repeal that implied right of access.
Yes, and you know what? Don't disagree with anything you've just said there, Mr. Power. Not a problem. I agree the signage should be better here.
Yeah.
But equally, you're here to do an audit. I'm guessing that's your role.
Well done.
To do that, yes. It's not my first time on the rodeo.
The sergeant does not argue. He agrees the signage could be better and accepts that the auditor is there for an audit. You can hear him carefully assessing the situation, staying calm, and showing real courtesy. These moments stand out because they show a professional approach. Other officers could learn from this style of handling situations without creating unnecessary conflict.
Know what you can and can't do.
Yep.
I've got not an absolute issue. Anything you've described so far,
Yep.
I don't have a problem with. In terms of the officer, and if you've had an issue, if you filmed something, if you do want to make a complaint about that.
I don't want to go through online. I was told a sergeant could deal with it. I've got his collar number, I've got his name. I want to report that to you now. If you want to take down his details, then you can deal with it.
Right, we can have a chat about whatever's happened there. But in terms of, you've raised a few things, haven't you? So right now, that implied consent of a sign is removed. So are we okay just standing over here now that that's been removed so we can talk?
No, I'm still going to stay here.
Okay, but I'm trying to be courteous to you.
I know, and I appreciate that, and that's why I'm not being as belligerent with you. But I am going to stand firm on where I stand, on where I am standing, literally.
But I don't understand why, if we've just covered that it's private premises and that implied right has been removed.
Yeah.
Because I agree, it isn't enough signage. So can you help me understand that rationale?
Because at the end of the day, they were. Not a gentleman, I've not met him yet, but the ladies were so belligerent about it in the fact that I absolutely couldn't be here and absolutely was doing something wrong, especially the blonde officer. So I tried to raise the incident with the guy parked in his marked vehicle and doing all of that. Tried to raise it with her, I was not interested, not her business, because she's a response officer. But then as soon as I come on here, she's got time to deal with that, but she can't deal with that. So, you see what I mean? That seems like favourability towards another police officer, the thick blue wall as we call it, standing behind the thin blue line, and not holding up her. No, I'm not saying you are, but she's not holding up her oath. Neither was the other gentleman I spoke to. But she's got plenty of time to come and deal with this, apparently, but she doesn't have time to deal with that.
What I can say is, if anyone has in any way talked to you and you felt it wasn't being courteous, I can only apologise for that, because ideally we don't want to have that kind of discourse.
It's not even about the courtesy.
You're a switched on bloke. You know exactly what you do with these audits. You understand that they're going to provoke a reaction in terms of a security response. That's going to happen, isn't it?
Not always. I've been to plenty of places, plenty of police stations, headquarters, where they just leave me to it.
Okay, but I'd imagine they would have spoke to you at some. They would have said hello. They didn't say anything to you. Okay, well that might be because they didn't notice. Generally speaking,
no. They see me. They might give a wave.
People
but
in a police station car park going around different cars, we'd usually stop to say, just as I've done with you, I'm not demanding your details. You don't have to give me them, as you bloody well know. Not trying to make your life in any way difficult. And in fact, I want to help enable you to do your audit and what you want to do. But as you've just explained, once that right has been revoked for the private premises, it's been revoked.
Right.
So the fact that you have been treated poorly, or you feel like someone's been rude to you, that doesn't change the fact that it's been revoked, does it? And
it doesn't. But once it's been revoked, it becomes an issue of civil trespass, doesn't it? And you knew I was coming with it. You knew I was coming with it.
You don't need to go down this. I'm trying to talk from a practical point of view.
I know you're talking practically. I know you're talking practically.
And we're stood in a disabled bay.
I like to talk lawfully.
Yes.
Okay, so lawfully, I'm not committing any offences. I know you haven't. I have, and you've requested that I leave, and I'm going to politely decline. I'm not going to be rude about it, because you may see it as rude that I'm declining in the first place, but I'm not going to be overly belligerent about it. I'm just going to say,
here we see a rare moment of real de-escalation. The auditor stands firm within the law, and the sergeant treats him with respect. There is no pretending to have powers, and no needless confrontation, only calm and reasoned conversation. For viewers, this is a powerful lesson. Accountability works best when officers recognize concerns, understand the law, and communicate clearly. Without audits, moments like this, where law, civility, and professionalism come together, would never be seen.
Civil matter.
And as long as you understand that if you are to stay here in this moment and you are to stand in front of a car that's trying to leave and conduct police work, that could obviously be obstructing the officers.
Oh, sure, I would never do that. No. Yeah. I've made it this many years, being fully aware of roads and emergency vehicles. You know, I've never been hit by a car yet. So
how are we rating so far? How are we doing? We had a rough start by the sound of it on your audit. Has it improved as we're going along?
I'd say sorry, 2 seconds. Yeah, you've been better. Yeah, I must admit. Yeah, so
well, it's a learning experience for me. We don't have this every day.
No, it's good to see a sergeant leading by example.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the PCs and DCs do pick up on your example.
I know you want a bit of a reaction.
No, I'm not giving a reaction. I'm genuinely stating that I really hope that they pick up on how you've led by example here, and they take some lessons on how you've dealt with this and how you've been so professional, calm about it.
You're going to make me blush. You can't compliment me like this.
No, because you have, and you asked my name, but you didn't push it, so that's fine. But other than that,
that's just for politeness. I'm not demanding
no,
details.
Exactly.
How would you like me to refer to you?
Yeah, and that's absolutely fine.